I know they say pride comes before the fall, or don't laugh because the same people you see going up, you see them coming down. But there are just some people where it's like they just need like when their plans blow up in their face, I'm kind of like, ha ha.
That's what the fuck you get.
It's like that's what you get because there's just some people where it's like they need a reality check. Because I dealt with when I did photos for people, I dealt with people where it's like they thought they were the sugar honey iced tea.
You can say it.
I don't want to say it.
Shit.
Yes. They thought they were that. And it was like, now, 4 years later, that now it's like, you see, you're like, what's so-and-so been up to? And then you see it's like, they're doing like rinky-dink little photo shoots or literally no one's working with them. I'm like, you are getting exactly what you deserve.
Yep.
And it's like, I don't want to be that guy that goes, I want to laugh at you, but I'm like, that's exactly what you deserve because you were foul, like, and you're still foul, but because you were able to find a sucker that's helping you get like they wouldn't do me like this, and it's like, no, just you wait, you're next, buddy. Like, I enjoy seeing crappy people fail.
I do too.
Like, if your attitude sucks and you're just mean spirited and you're using people to get ahead, where it's like you're trying to step on top of somebody to get ahead. The moment it blows up in your face, I'm like, that's exactly what you deserve because you were just wrong. But I don't want it to backfire and then all of a sudden something happens to me and then it's like, dang, maybe I should have been humble. But I'm like, I'm humble now, but I'm just like, I feel like I can still enjoy somebody reaping what they sow.
Especially when there was the ones that, talking to you about, I'm so much better than you, whatever. And that's just like now, yeah. Because I had a buddy of mine, true shit. He was doing everything right by his, the old lady that he had. He went and got 2 jobs, got a nice place to stay, got her out of the apartment that she was getting help on. And she moved in with him and everything was going well, everything was going right. And then one day, she decided to kick him out of his own place, get the landlord against him, get her name on the lease, wait, move her mom in, get him fired from his job. All because, buddy of mine, there was no hiding anything. He had a drug problem. He had a drug issue.
Yeah.
His drug of choice, not my concern. Either way, she thought she was all high and mighty, all high sedity all the time. Me and my old lady know this girl very well. She thought she was high sedity all the time. 6 years later, guess where she is now? Homeless and on the streets and doing the same drug that my homeboy was doing.
Getting absolutely what they freaking deserve. What
there
about
you go,
Sarge?
I do like seeing.
I love it.
The yes.
Yes.
Is it wrong though to be like? Because it's like
Is it wrong in what? In like the Lord's eyes, or in people's eyes?
I don't know, because it's like I don't want to be what happened. Like what goes around comes around. But I'm like, no, they needed that. Like,
they need to be humbled.
They need to be humbled.
Okay.
And a lot of people don't get humbled nowadays, and it's like particularly if you are, especially if you're a female, you're not allowed to get humbled.
Well, I mean, that's what females think. That's what the women think.
Oh
yeah.
Yes, they need to be humble too. I mean, there's a lot of life. I have people that I know, friends, family, that need to be humbled.
Female and family members. Those are the two that think they can be humbled.
They can't be humbled. Yes, of course. They need to be humbled.
Or privileged people too.
Which is all kind of one and the same.
Yeah.
There's people that are I'll put it for example. I've got a family member that growing up was in all kinds of trouble, all kinds of mischief.
Had one of those.
Went away to, children's home because of the way they were screwing up and
Juvie.
just a screw up. Wasn't raised that way. Just
No.
got into with the wrong crowd
Yeah.
and got screwed up. And now they're doing great. But I see that and I'm thinking, wow. I try to do good. I try to be. I tried to be the best I could.
That's the part that's frustrating when you're
and then
you're trying.
Yes, I'm trying to be. I'm trying to do the right things. I'm trying to better myself, better my family, better my situation, and do all the right things. Do everything right. And then this happens to see them get their come up before I get my come up.
Yeah.
And
that's the part that frustrates me the
are they
most.
trying to say, oh, you're just being a hater? No, I'm not being a hater. I'm not down in your come up. You got your come up. Great job. I'm glad. I'm not not happy for you. I am
Right.
happy for you. I'm glad to see you're doing well.
But I'm mad that you got yours before
Yeah.
me.
But can I share a story? Okay,
Sure.
you talk about yours. My experience was the second time, because I mentioned before, I got canceled twice. The second time I got canceled was literally because I told the person, because she started to get jealous because I was working with, people were asking to work with me. Like she promoted me, and then when I got clientele, she's like, well, you need to run it by me before you do anything.
Wait, what?
Yeah. And I'm like, no, you introduced me to this group, and your group is literally saying we like you, but we don't really want to fool with her, but we want to work with you.
Oh, she was mad because...
She was mad because...
out of the group.
Was her name Gator? Was she a pimp? Because that's what it sounded like. She was trying to be your pimp.
Yeah, but
And
so I
take you out.
said, hey, I'm like, look, I work with you, not for you. If they want to work with me, I'm cool with that. It's exposure for me, and I'm cool. You know what she did? She propositioned to them, like, oh, I'll give you guys free nails and makeup if you don't work with him.
Oh, what?
So, and now, mind you, her group used to tell me all the time how much they didn't like her. All of a sudden, when she offered them proper stuff. Free stuff, yes. They go, she did absolutely nothing wrong. It was you. Like we just gonna have to distance ourselves from you because she's been so helpful. So she paid you off. So I was like, okay, all right. But now the funny part is the same tactic that she used on me, because the group knew what she was doing wrong. They thought that, oh, okay, well, here's the problem, then we get the benefits. No, she was still the same person.
Right.
You all just use me as a deflection to get free stuff.
Exactly.
And then now it's like, because I end up finding out where it's like, they go, oh, we don't fool with her no more because she's just a problem. I'm like, she was a problem but she gave you free stuff. But it's actually funny because now I see where she's doing. Like, she's literally doing photo shoots with new up-and-coming photographers to get her business out there. And I'm like, you chose to, like, that's the path you chose to walk.
Yeah.
And you're getting that's why I love the Joker scene where he's talking with not Jared Leto,
Heath Ledger, Christian Bale.
No, Joaquin.
Okay.
Where he goes, you know what you deserve? You get
Exactly what you fucking deserve.
Yeah, when he says that and then shoots the guy in the head, I'm like, I relate to that because I'm like, some people just deserve what they absolutely deserve.
And that isn't that in the Bible? You reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow, and I'm just like, so it's funny where I was watching that, I'm like, when all of a sudden like people were talking about how it's like, oh yeah, she's too controlling. I'm like, you all knew that. But you took it out on me because it was easier. I was the scapegoat to get for her to give y'all free stuff. Y'all were like, oh, we get free stuff. All we gotta do is turn on him. Huh?
Jack Perry.
Who he?
You can't do that.
No.
Who he?
Yeah, you
He's like,
can't do that, man.
who are you? And now it's like watching, and like I said, and then there's others where it's like they weren't bad people, but they just, their vices got the best of them.
They were hanging out with the wrong people.
Wrong people, and I'm like, okay, you have to learn. Because there are some people where I look at them and I'm like, yeah, I'm looking, I'm like, dang, you had potential, but just like, you let your vices just win, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I can't save, I can't save you, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to help you either.
Yeah.
Yeah, to see the ones that think they owed something get their right,
Just
their
desserts.
Get their karma.
That is the best.
It is. It really is.
It's so good to see.
Yeah, because
I'm glad that happened to you.
Yep.
Because to this day, old girl is still homeless. As a matter of fact, she lost her mom not too long ago.
Oh my.
She lost her custody of her kid. She's sleeping around with other people just to get high. And she's going to McDonald's begging for food. But yet you were the one that was here. You always thought you were better than everybody else. But now,
They get down that wrong path. And
Yeah.
it's usually when they're young.
oh,
and
she
it's-
had it wrong.
And it's usually 9 times out of 10, it's usually the ones that they're hanging around with. They don't come across it by accident
Yeah.
because they're into that crowd.
Yeah.
They're into that, and there's some of them that are
Yeah.
have a strong will to stay away from that.
Yeah.
They can be around that crowd,
Yeah.
but they see it and they're like, yeah, no, that's
yeah.
not no.
Uh-huh.
And some of them are going down that route,
They just don't know it.
and then they get out of it because it takes something happens to them, and they're like, oh, wait a minute now.
Oh, real quick though. All right, not even like that, but I had a cousin where it's funny. It was actually funny. Where, okay, so I had a health issue like a year, 2 years ago, and it was like once I got out of the hospital, like the first thing she said is, "Oh, I want to do a photo shoot," and I said, "All right, I got you, but can it be here? Because I just got out of the hospital. I'm trying to recover."
I remember that.
And then she goes, "If you can't do it now, then don't even worry about it." So I said, "Okay, I'm not worried about it because I can't do it now." Wait, what? No, you know what? Don't forget it. Forget it. I'm just gonna get somebody. So
Okay.
a month ago, she got into it with one of my family members, and they got into a fight. And my family member called me and said, "Oh, I just had to beat her down, like it's like she hollered at me like she thought I was a child, and I'm a grown woman, so she told me to pull up, so I pulled up and I just gave it to her,
Not poor.
and so she called me and she goes, because she needs some information, and I said, so I was like, you know what, all right, I switched some information away on like, all right, who can she get fired, like who do I call to get this person fired though? Like, you know what, I'm not saying nothing, but blankety blank, whose number is in my phone is blankety blank 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 blank. But then it was like, she said, and her, I just couldn't stop beating on her. Like, I just couldn't stop because she just had too much mouth. I said, you know what? She got what she deserved. Because the cousin that got beat down was the same one that's like, if you can't be my photographer now, don't even worry about it ever.
Yeah, but I mean, if it got physical,
But that's where I said some people just crappy people like.
Apparently somebody had that one coming.
yeah,
She had it coming.
You had it coming.
She had it coming, and it was.
But now I would rather she had it coming than taking it out a different way. But I think the best way to hurt somebody is to hurt them not physically, but to hurt them.
But to show. Like,
To put them in their place and make it so they are financially, or not even say financially, I don't want to see nobody hurt bad, financially, but I want to see them put in their place, like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
wait a minute, they need a reality check.
And that's almost to like your I don't want karma to come back, but
Yeah.
I want karma to come to the ones, not because they're doing better than you. I want to see karma come to the ones that are just, they crapped over everything through life.
Yeah.
And now it's coming back because you were doing better, but you done it in a dirty way. So now it's coming back. Karma's coming back to you.
Karma's a bitch.
That's karma.
Yeah,
Karma's a bitch. I love
That's the karma.
I love her.
I just feel like if you make somebody lose to gain, like you just deserve what's coming to you. Like you just deserve to fail. If you took from somebody else's mouth to eat, you just deserve to lose. That's just how I feel.
You did.
I agree.
I agree 100%.
I agree.